What's up, guys? Steve Zogany here, Philly's real estate agent. Today I'm with my friend John, who bought a house from me back in October. He's buying he's actually renovating his house. He bought a dated house, to say this the nice way. And basically he's living in it and fixing in it now. So, but he's going to walk us through his renovation project and kind of show us what he's got. So, John, you are in your basement right now. So why don't you kind of show us what you got going on there?
Yeah, here. So right now, this is the finished basement.
Work in progress, finished.
Yeah, I mean, we got a fireplace. For whatever reason, the sink down here that looks like it was built back in like 60s, 70s. And it doesn't work. Also, why we have a hole in our ceiling in the basement is because for the kitchen, which I'll show you upstairs, is we moved plumbing from a different place, which was about in this part of the room, to by the window now, as well as created a gas line because this house has no gas, it's all electric from right here where the oven stove is, going through all the way to the other end where we have about a 60-gallon propane tank. So here is the new renovated kitchen. So essentially what happened was the old kitchen was super dated and painted in Christmas colors. From here about to where I'm standing, maybe about right here, was a partition wall. And what we did was we took down this wall and opened up the entire space to do a little peninsula right here, as well as created the gas line for the stove.
Yep. Yeah.
Moved the plumbing from right here to right here so you could see the view from the outside.
That's nice.
Came around, there was nothing over here, so we decided to make more cabinets, a little pantry.
It's a pretty big pantry.
Yeah. Well, I'm a hungry guy, Steve. As well as the fridge there. Because the space they were using before this, there was a table right here and a ceiling fan right there for whatever reason. So decided to do all of the lighting, the under cabinet lighting.
Oh, that's
to make the whole kitchen look, kind of tied together, as well as we're going to install pendant lighting up there. Everything's still a work in progress, as well as the outside.
It's nice to actually be able to live in it. There's Harley.
That's the goofball.
It's not gonna jump all over us.
Yeah, this was the big selling point for us. I mean, everything on the inside is the inside, but just the view of the outside.
Yeah, that's nice. That's why people know I brag about Manny Lincoln Roxborough all the time because you just get stuff like this. You don't get that down in Center City.
No. And then all the windows. Yeah. Oh, also, these are brand new hardwoods. The only thing that was underneath of this was subfloor, which we had to rip up all of the subfloor because the house smelled awful from years of animal urine and everything that seeped into the subfloor. So
yeah.
That's my framing for the mudroom.
Yeah, that's awesome that you're building that, and that's because Kara's putting you to the sword here. She wants
a little bit. She wanted like a little bench where we're gonna put these wicker baskets in each slot, and then I'm gonna lay the wood on top, and then eventually get to doing some coat hooks and then a little shelf on top to kind of tie everything together. So.
Nice. And those are just 2x4s too, which is basically the 2x4s in the basement are going to go on top of that, which makes this the complete as a bench, right? Essentially, yeah.
Right. I just think it would complement the dark hardwoods with the white baseboard.
Yeah.
And then the dark wood on top to kind of give it this rustic feel, because we're getting a dining room table on Friday that's really thick wood. And it has like this, I guess you could say, a rustic feel / that barn house feel.
Right.
More so, I told her I wanted to build a bench and build a table, but she didn't trust me, I guess, enough to do it. So we decided to pay for one. So the living room, what we didn't hear was there was no lighting in this living room. This house was built in the 70s. And I guess the big thing in the 70s was they didn't have any recessed lighting. So it was all lamps in each corner. So we had new recessed lighting installed all throughout.
And they're
new
Alexa bulbs.
What's that? Yeah, they're the Alexa bulbs, the LED. So hopefully they last us a while.
They change colors. It's awesome.
Yeah. And what this guy also did, who was the previous owner, I'm not knocking anybody because I love this house, was all the walls used to be wallpaper. And what he did was he painted over the wallpaper.
I forgot about the wallpaper. Yeesh.
So
Yeah, that's rough.
what we had to do was essentially to tear down all the drywall and start new. There also used to be a wall here, a little closet that we decided to.
I advised against ripping that off, but I remember, I'm glad you did, because that's really is nice.
Yeah, for an access to the little powder room. Plus, come on, Steve, if you're watching the game, man, and somebody walks in front of you to go get a beer or something, how pissed would you be if you missed like the game-winning touchdown? Now there's
that guy's gonna die.
Yeah. Now there's 2 ways for people to go in and out to the kitchen.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good move by you. And then you stain the stairs, right?
Yeah,
these are the original stairs.
These are the original stairs. The old stairs used to just have carpet all along them. There was probably about 100 to 200 staples we had to pull out of each step.
How long did that take?
Probably about, I want to say like a month. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, just
I believe it, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, we would think we were done pulling staples. Next thing you know, we would find another for when we were sanding, because the sander, it's going to rip the sandpaper as you're going across it if it finds anything sharp like a nail or staple. But once we got all the staples out, just sanded all the steps down with like about an 800 proof sand. Painted the risers white, and then came in and just tried to stain it as close as I could to the floor.
It looks like a new staircase, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but I mean, if you just show a house a little bit of TLC, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's real. That's why I brag about you a lot, because you put the work in here where, a lot of people don't see that vision. And then when you put that vision together really nice here. And obviously you're still living in a construction site, but obviously if the rest of the house turns out like the kitchen, then geez, man, you're living it banging home, man. All right, so cool, John. That's so one thing then. So I'm going to tell people on this video how they can follow you on Instagram, and because I know you post weekly updates on what's going on in the house, and Project Big Dog is what you call it. So
yeah, as a joke for
that's
my dad.
That's a great name for it.
I always call my dad the big dog.
Yeah, why? Bigger dog. What's your Instagram handle that people can follow you on for updates on your project?
I think it's at John Solo 9 ?
Let me see. I'll just pull it up on my Instagram here for you. It's John. I know there's an underscore in there though somewhere, right?
Yeah, it might be John_Solo 9. But
John Solo _9. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
I mean, yeah.
Fine. Well, okay. Well, then, John, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. So let me. We'll wrap this up, and then look out for the video, because obviously I'm going to post it, and I'm going to send your dad and then embarrass you on social media. So I'll catch up with you probably once a week or so, and we'll I'll keep following you because I love the updates on Instagram as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
See you, Steve.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and you have questions about buying a home, selling a home, or just Philadelphia real estate in general, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you out with any questions you have.